this map is so strong that if you run the weaker side of the map, you can loop an M1 killer for multiple generators and escape. That's how strong this map is for survivors, without even getting to the madness yet. Let's go loop this fun thing over here. Yes. It was all part of my plan. And then greet it. Yes! He knows I can't run that way. Yes! Does he have the lusty blood? Is that what he's trying to get? Is the lusty blood? I like this tile. I probably should have thrown it there. Loop tight! Run it back. Run it back. We back. Loop tight. Ah, yes. What's up, Talon? I probably should have thrown that. I can throw it on this side, way safer. Oh, shit. I gotta fucking f that up. But I was lucky, and it did not matter in the least bit. I forgot we're playing as Jonah. I was suspecting. That's fine. Yes! Good game, mate. Open it, 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 open it. Yes! Oh, shit, damn it. Alright, Garden of Joy. The only map offering that ever makes my PC crash. We certainly started on the right side of the street. Let's do this side first. This map is so strong that you can run this whole side by itself without even crossing the street, and it's still rough on the killer. The middle of the street is going to have a bunch of pallets that you want to greed. You pretty much never want to throw these down unless you know you're going to get the pallet stun. That's the only way you're going to get away from most of these, which is why it's not worth throwing it down. You get way more action out of it when it's standing on its feet than it is when you're throwing it down. But so many of these pallets are greedable. This one's always going to be here. It's the truck by Shack. I think it can be on either side of the truck, but it's usually right here. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else, but it doesn't mean it can't spawn anywhere else. You can run this normally. It does have kind of a boxier hitbox that you can't abuse, sort of, if killers aren't looping tight enough. You can do that with anything, but this one and the box in your front yard does have a boxier hitbox. It's Nemesis. You got a whip? Yay! Although I kind of juked myself in a bad spot here. Good. Dang, they got me. I'm just gonna stay here. This is a fun tile. He can hit me though. Like even if I don't throw the pallet. He got me the same way. And then we have the good old faithful bushes on this map, which are the most awkward hitbox for every single killer. I don't know why, but they're shaped very awkwardly. I should have kept looping. Yay! Damn. Especially killers with projectiles struggle hard, and Bubba, it feels like he can't saw anywhere near these. But this will always be here. This is a standard killer shack, except for it's a bit stronger for killers since they can see through it. There's certain killers that can throw through it, like Huntress, I believe, can throw through this. But you want to get use out of the back of the killer shack as well. I never see people run the back of the killer shack. There's tons of guides showing you how to run the back of the killer shack, but say you're on a 110 killer, and then he pushed you that way and you're running this way. Use the back of the shack. If he's too far behind, you can loop the back of the shack as well. And that gives him less of a chance to play the 50-50 game, because he'll be close enough to you where he can't sit at the window. Run it a little wide and then come in. The reason you run shack a little bit wide is in case he double backs. You run shack a little bit wider than normal because you don't want to throw the pallet. And if you're running it wide, you can still get the running vault from this angle, right? You can still get the running vault. So might as well run it a little bit wide if they're back. Especially for the killers that do the whole wait here for half a second thing just to throw out for timing and then come here. If you're running it a little bit wide and they're coming in, you actually still can't get it. But most of the time if they do that, once again, you'd want to use the very back of shack. There's tons of guides on how to loop killer shack. That's my take on it. So let's go through the street. I call these the craters. I don't know what else to call these. They just look like big craters, even though they're like reverse craters because they're popping up from the ground instead of indents in the ground. But these are all hilarious to greed because, once again, they look very narrow because of how they're shaped. But it's a wider hitbox than normal. You can get killers to whiff, especially when there's a pallet here. They think they can hit you, and they'll whiff on the imaginary wall because of the way the hitbox goes. You have to imagine these hitboxes going kind of straight up from the side at the base. I know with Nemi, it's kind of hard to hit over these as well. Same with this one. This is bad. I'm in a terrible position for this. I want you to M1 me. Oh, this works too. Nice. Ah, damn. This is a bigger tile than it appears. This tile's annoying as hell, I'm not gonna lie. With the Nemesis whip, I can like never hit people on the good shit. Why am I so boosted today? You're gonna get me here. Double back, haha! Greed the pallet. Greed the pallet. That got me. Bruh. Alright. You just want to run this over and over. Now this one, you have the extra bonus if it's Leatherface to use that instead of this. This is good too against Leatherface, but this right here, those bushes I'm telling you, are turn Leatherface into bumper cars. There's one every now and then as well. You're just gonna bloodlust this, dude. Yeah, you are. Oh, my stutter step, dude. I would have made that. You can get 2 of these together, which make it even better to greed. You'll have this little thing directly next to this little thing, which makes it a little bit safer of a pallet that you can run around. He's gonna have to hit me. I'm not throwing this down. I guess I am throwing it down. I changed my mind. Oh my god, just barely. Oh, fucking A. This thing is like weirdly shaped, but I'm gonna try to use it to my advantage. I like these turns. No! This one over here is better than it appears because you can loop it really tight. Be careful if you're looping too tight, killer can slap you over this. So you want to loop it tight unless the killer is also looping it very tight. If the killer is also looping it very tight, you got to be aware and go around. And then greed the pallet. This poor Bubba. Plays nice, plays nice. He's like, nice, I got 4 gens left. I'll let him try this. That is a hard one, to be fair. That was pretty much my entire plan, was that pallet. Oh my god! Holy shit. Yes, got him with the crouch juke. I'll make it. Damn it, I should have thrown it down or hit him in the face. He's over here. Another just standard tile with a car. All these, like I said, these are good to greed. They're all greed worthy. Because if you greed it and the killer respects it, you can usually get another loop out of it. I was trying to break him out. No! And now I'm like in a terrible spot. Got him. What the f are you doing? But most of the middle of the street, you want to save the pallets until you're on death hook. I know I say that for a lot of things, but once again, this will be just a big dead zone area the second all these pallets are gone. Once you've gotten through the middle of the street and the killer shack right here, let's go back this way. There's usually going to be a pallet here. This is one right here. Greet it. Once again, these bushes are very sketch for most killers' hitboxes because of the way they're shaped, so you can usually loop tight enough and you can get around or get them to whiff or something fun. There's always going to be a tile here. It will always be a different tile. It's an RNG tile right here. It's just a filler tile. It's usually a strong one, though, I will say. It's not usually an LT wall, but... Am I getting tunneled? It looks like it. Maybe not. Haha. Nice one, champ. No! Ah! Ah! I'm going down! No, I'm not. Fall out the window. I didn't. Ah! Yes! Okay. Fuck! My god, what the fuck? Clearly do not know how this tile works. Can I make it back? Free drop. It is RNG. It can be an LT wall. And we got another space over here. Sometimes there's a pallet. No! There's not a pallet here this time, but it's on the other side of the tile. Then we will always have another gem here. Here's another pretty strong gem. This one is important to connect with the next tile over, though, because that's sort of what connects the whole thing together. But it will go killer shack, pallet, or pallet will be on this side. Tile, optional pallet on this side if it's not on the killer shack one. Then another gym, as there is over there. And then we come to my favorite tile on this entire map that holds it all together from this side of the street. This tile is very, very, very interesting in that there's no other tile on any of the maps like it. What you want to do is be running it this way. You want to start off running this car, because if the killer's following behind you, then you can come to this and fast fault this. And now the killer's running around that way, pushes you this way. You can either juke it, but even if you juke it, you can get away with it by coming right back this way. So even if you juked it, now you can get another spin out of this. Keep running it this way. Right? Killer's behind you. Same thing, if they try to push you this way, you can do some funniness. If they're on the other side, run around here. Come over here. You're stuck with the two options, like I said. You can either jump it if he goes all the way to the front of the car. But, like I said, it's way more fun to juke, because if you juke it, you can just come back here and run it the same way you wanted to in the first place. I have to get him away from Chubbs. No, he still goes back. Is this ruined? God damn, I was literally cornered. There's no way I could go. I won't make this. I made it because no, and I stutter stepped. Up to fucking Tom Brady and shook his hand. That was epic. Is he gonna bloodlust me? How do you do that again? Is he gonna bloodlust me? Can I get around to the next one? I get hit here. No, I won't. It is blocked though. Yes! Fucking hilarious. I'll make this hit. I'm hoping. No, I won't now. No. Please don't double back. Yay. No double back. Yep, I was that fucker. Yay! Got him again with the greed. I hit him again with the greed here. Yay! That's how you run this tile. Except for it's blocked now. And I just gave him a free hit because I walked way too close to that. Oh shit, speaking of Spirit, my video coming out tomorrow is about Spirit. Watch me get a slam right here, I'd be so upset. I have to remake that video. God damn it. Thank you, Lark! Damn it. Just waiting for her power to get back. Yell at them that we don't have enough Z-walls. The Z-wall is a prominent thing in the Dead by Daylight community. We need more of them. Why are there not? Oh my god. I was not paying attention at all. This guy just snuck up on me so hard. Damn. I wanted to trick him. It didn't work. Nerf Lightboard. Why do survivors hate that much or so much? Is it because they can't? Because I think it can. It probably should have dropped that. Uh-oh. No, it's gone. There's nothing for me here. I am fucked. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Ah! Do I get 2 vaults out of it or just the one? I'm gonna have to juke it. Yes! They really went for that. Holy shit. The fucking crouch juke just saved my life. Unless, like, once again, the game is taking way too long. Aw. Now, the thing that's very interesting about this tile that makes it way stronger is the fact that this pallet essentially can be replaceable by another pallet right here. There are multiple tiles. It can even be this one if it was facing the right direction, if that pallet was right here. And then once you throw this pallet, you can use the pallet that's on this tile for the exact same reason, right? So if you're running it over here this way, right, and killer is chasing you, you just pretend that this one right here is the pallet, and you can run here this way or the other way. Same thing if he pushes you that way, right? And then he's pushing you behind, and then you're in the same position he was just in, running it this way. So essentially, this tile can become twice as strong if you get a pallet or something close enough. This isn't quite close enough to be able to chain. At least I wouldn't really try. But there are a lot of different tiles that can be facing the right direction that will show up here, so keep your eyes open. I don't really get mad at the survivors. I just get mad at the setups like that, or I'm like, what? Or I'm like, how? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Because that's when that shit's funny. I don't think this guy knows what's happening here at this loop. Let's see if he goes for it. I don't think he knows now. You got the pallet greed. I gotta throw it down now, though, unfortunately. Or else I'm throwing. And we have our pallet, like, literally right there. He vaulted. Wait. What? Dang, I wanted him to swing. He did! Let's fucking go. Hey, greet it. Yes! Oh my god, let's just run away. Is he gonna bloodlust me, or do I make the pallet over here? Or somebody throw this pallet? No, I don't make it. Bloodlust. No! This tile is even strong enough where I had one particular chase with a ghost face, I believe, where got to throw this pallet, then replaced it with this pallet. And because of what I was saying earlier about how just this side of the street is so strong by itself that you can loop it, he got ran from that tile, then the replacement tile, then all the way this way, went to the middle of the street. I believe I greeted a pallet. Came and gamed over here at this jungle gym, gamed at the pallet, gamed at the jungle gym when the generators were all getting done, and then got him on the proper side of the gym and made it out. Let's go loop this fun thing over here. Yes. It was all part of my plan. And then greet it. Yes! He knows I can't run that way. Yes! Does he have the lusty blood? Is that what he's trying to get? Is the lusty blood? I like this tile. I probably should have thrown it there. Loop tight. Run it back. Run it back. We back. Loop tight. Ah, yes. What's up, Talon? I probably should have thrown that. I can throw it on this side, way safer. Oh, shit. I gotta fucking f that up. But I was lucky. And it did not matter. In the least bit. I forgot we're playing as Jonah. I was suspecting. That's fine. Yes! Good game, mate. Open it, 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 open it. Yes. Oh shit, damn it. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because this map is so strong that if you run the weaker side of the map, you can loop an M1 killer for multiple generators and escape. That's how strong this map is for survivors, without even getting to the madness yet. Now, I know it's RNG setups, but even with bad RNG, with the good tile over there and the killer shack over there, and the gym with an extra tile and extra tiles here in the street, just this side of the map is kind of a nightmare for killers to deal with. So, let's cross over to the other side of the street, into walking hell for killers. Let's start over at the bushes. So working our way from the killer shack. This looks like a lot of nothingness. However, because of the strange hitboxes with the bushes, a lot of killers struggle on things like this. Any killers with projectiles, these bushes are really, really difficult to try to squeeze anything around because of how deceivingly large the hitbox is. Tricksters, huntresses... No! It's like not like this. No! I was actually thinking about throwing it that time. He had a weak goal. So. Good. No. I was like looking at this. Oh my god. Then greet it again. Yes! No, I should have greeted it again, dude. Yeah, those things suck. This is why Bubba sucks on this map. Because those things hitboxes we were talking about are fucking ridiculous. Loop super fucking tight. Oh, I looped too tight. I'll keep going. Damn. Bubba's particularly. This is Bubba's worst map. This just is Bubba's worst map. The best fucking thing you could possibly do. Not only is it big and pallet and strong windows and everything, but these bushes have such strange hitbox that you can just do it. This right here will always be here. It's essentially a Z wall. Like that. That's how much use you'll get out of it. I think I've gotten use out of this thing one total time. But you'll probably get more use out of this thing if you're running Lithe. Then you can have consistent use out of it. It's just basically a sitting Lithe proc. But the only way you're going to get use out of this is if you're forced this way. And this is your only choice. Of course we get Garden of Joy. At least it wasn't an offering. Oh shit. I was not looking. Whoops. Oh, and the more likely you're going to get use out of this is by juking it in the first place. I think that's the only way I ever got use out of it. And it was very small amount of time it gave me before I went down. Here we go. Here's another pallet that looks very unintimidating. But if you're playing against a Bubba or a Trickster, you're just going to absolutely struggle really hard. There will always be a tile over here. It's usually pretty strong. Oh, shit. And just like that, we're back in action. You can get LT walls, I will say. This is actually the godliest setup you can really get now that you can loop this with the main building. And here's the thing. A lot of people try to tell me that you should loop this together with the main building. I think that's a mistake because you're not going to be able to get from this back to that window unless you're going to game this side. And this side is a lot riskier. This side you have to try to play the game. And you can do it. You can game this side. It's just one of those you have to wait for the killer to get right in line with this because that's the maximum he can lunge and not hit you with a slow vault or a medium vault. And I just would rather not take that chance. We will get to how I think you need to loop that. I think that's the strongest setup in the entire game, no matter what window you get on the inside. To pair with that, you can pair them all. Use it if you're getting pushed this way and this is blocked. This is blocked is pretty much the only time I'm going to use this tile, and then the killer's going to come to me. But then I'm going to use the tile and run it normally. This is another one of those common tiles. There's only one tile that's not a common tile that spawns in these situations, and they spawn on Yamaoka Estate as well, so I'm going to go over that tile when we get there because it is shared with other maps. And I don't want to go over all the common tiles yet because I'll have nothing to talk about when we get to Wretched Shop, Shelter Woods, or Rotten Fields. This is just going to be a gym, run it by itself, use it once that blocks. I think it's a mistake to try to loop it together with that or try to connect it with the pallet because you just can't connect it and you'll end up throwing a pallet. Another more pallets on the bushes that every single projectile killer hates.
Just accept your fate.
It's gonna literally fake everything. Although I'm not gonna make anything here. The fuck? Let's go with that. Ah! That feels bad, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, fuck. I'm fooked. Oh my god, this is a way longer wall than I thought. No! Including Bubba, who's not projectile, but once again does hate. This is an insanely strong setup here. It is bamboozle. Gonna get me here? I think he is definitely on controller. It's like impossible. Oh, you got me. Good. I was hoping if she ran straight. Yes! Is every pallet over here down? No, it's not. Alright, here we go. Yes! And that's pretty much it for the outside over here. That's the bushes area. Pallet greed and specific killers just hate that. There, a lot of times, will be a pallet to spawn right here. This is another good pallet that you can greed. It looks like it's too small to greed, but it is a good pallet to greed. Be careful, though. If you're looping too tight, the killer can hit you over that. Not really so much on this side, because you would literally have to go out of your way to loop that tight. Because, you know, but if you're looping this way, killer can hit you over that. So be careful when you're looping this. But killers, most of the time, don't loop it tight enough, and you can get an extra loop or two out of it if you're looping as tight as possible. And then come to this side once the killer gets a little bit close, and you can play that game. And then throw the pallet. That's a very common pallet. The only reason I'm pointing that out is because it's not there, but it is, and it is optional, but it's there like 90% of the time, I want to say. He's walking around? No, he did. I was like, if he's gonna grab me when I'm literally like the other direction, I was about to be pissed. Nice. So this is another pallet that is very, very common, but is optional. As you can see here, it's here about 90% of the time from my experience. Same as the other one. It's a very blocky tile, and you can get an extra loop out of it if the killer is running it a little bit too loosely. But you have to be careful. You can loop it too tight yourself, because it is a bit blocky. Because I just expect that survivors know exactly how to run stuff all the time. Looping tight. I'm getting away from there. There was no other way. That was the best time to do it. Now I get a free tour of what they got to deal with. I did not want to throw that down, but there it is. And you can loop this. A lot of people forget about this when the killer gets close to you. You just have to play the pallet game and the 50-50 mind game. I probably should have thrown that. I mean, yes, it's dangerous, and yes, you're risking taking a hit, but that's the whole fun of it, especially when you win 3 50-50s in the span of a second. But it is possible to still use it, slam it, and get away from it. It's just very tricky and risky. Oh my god. Fuck, I don't think I make it to this one. No, yes! Yes! Over here on the other side of the street will be another gym. It's not only, but also... You got me. It's so slow. It worked! The locker juke! I've been trying that for fucking years. I can't believe that worked. I gotta write that down. Yes! Can be any of the gyms, really. This is actually the tile I was talking about. This tile is unique to Ormond, Yamaoka Estate, and Garden of Joy. They're not completely shaped similarly, but they run the same, with having the tile here, or sorry, with having the window here, and having the pallet over here. The one thing that you risk with this tile is the fact that there's so many places to break eyesight. So even if you know which direction you really want to run it, it's a big risk because, number one, the killer might not know how to run it and just be going different directions. And number two, it is very easy to mind game because of all the blind spots. Something like this would be better to connect with this back and forth to it. Because honestly, most of the times that I use this tile, just because most people don't even know how it's shaped seemingly, and they run all types of weird directions, I usually just try to greed the window once or twice and then get away from it. Fuck! My god, what the fuck? I clearly do not know how this tile works. Can I make it back? Free drop. Okay, moving on to another Garden of Joy unique tile. 3 different tiles can be here. This is the greenhouse. There's 2 versions of the greenhouse. There's this one right here that has the pallet on the left side. There's this version of greenhouse that has a window right here, and there's no pallet here. It's just open and a window. And then there is the gazebo that is just a circular gazebo with a window that can be facing that direction, or it can be facing that direction. If it's facing this direction, it's more likely to have another tile or a pallet here that you can combine with it to run over and over. Or else you're only going to get 2 or 3 jumps from it before it blocks. But if it's facing this direction, the gazebo, you can use the window to get to this building, which you either have this window or that window to gain, because you probably will not make it all the way to that window. It's very far. I will say one thing about this, another tip I should say, run this long side once. People always just go right to the pallet and start gaming that, but you can see through this. So might as well run it once at least. Sometimes you can get it twice if you have the proper head start, and then try to come game the pallet over here. If you have enough space, you can try to come game this side of the pallet, which is better, obviously. But that way, you can get it. If you have enough distance, you can run once around here. Killer's chasing you, right? Killer gets behind you, then he's walking, runs around there, then you run this way, right? And say killer's still chasing you this way. And you run this way, and then killer catches up, you greet it, and then you run this way. There are 3 loopable sides to this while still looping the same tile. Even though there's one side has the pallet, that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to loop the side that doesn't have the pallet. You're trying to waste his time. Most chases are going to go down eventually anyway. Not every single chase is going to be a 5-gen chase. So loop this big part of it first and get some use out of it. Make the killer catch up to you. And then go to this side, right? I was going to run the other way, right? But then go to this side. And if he goes back the other way or other way, it doesn't even matter. Because no matter what, you're going to have to come here. And then you can switch to the small side. But that way you're getting use out of all 3 sides of it instead of just immediately running right to the pallet and camping it, or, you know, just running this side a few times. No, use all 3 sides. They're all there and they're all useful. Hey, what's up, vet? How you doing? Okay. I was like, is he stuck? No, he got me. Pallet, 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 pallet. Greet it. Ha! Alright, damn. I could have greeted it once more. But you can't do that if it's the one that has the window here. The one with the window here, you're going to run it just like Gazebo, where you jump it and you run around. He can't mind game it because you can see through it. It's hard to see, but you can see him through it. Same thing. You're going to jump the window again. He's going to push around, or he's going to push you back this way, and then you jump it this way. But you just got to wait and see which way the killer's going. MLT is always saying that. To be fair, he was the first one that really pointed it out to me. I'm sure it's been pointed out before. I just got to give him the credit to... Yeah. She just learned how to loop the greenhouse. Yep, this thing sucks for killer, doesn't it? Yes. They have like a bunch of different types of headphones and stuff, but they also have like all the highest end audiophile gear, and it's fucking amazing to go listen to. And then make friends with, so that they loan a pair to you, and then you keep talking to them and they loan you a few more. Oh god. So this is the gazebo. This is the other structure that can spawn here where the greenhouse spawns. The greenhouse that has either the window or the pallet. This runs the exact same way as the greenhouse with the window. But how you run this, very simple. You just run this way, cut around here. Be careful with the hitbox up here. You have to be careful with the hitbox up here. Most times there will be a bush, the bush spawn here, but a lot of times there'll be a bush or something to spawn right here that you must be careful about running around, or you'll lose ground and the killer will get to you. This one is a bit clean, but it is not always like this. This is hard for the killer to mind game as well because you can see through it. So be careful, be mindful looking through this. If you're doing it right, you can get your 3 easy vaults, but in all honesty, I just use this as a way to get away from this and into the main building loop. So say if he was going around that way, or he tried to mind game himself and going around that way, that's when I'd be running this way. Especially if the killer was forcing me to run it the opposite direction. If the killer was forcing me to run it this way, it's even easier to get back because the killer might try to mind game himself. If you're running it this way, and the killer had pushed you this way. Because if you mind game it and the killer doubles back, you now just made it to one of the strongest loops in the entire game. I will say about the gazebo, though. If it's facing this way, you want to use it. If the window is facing this way, you want to try to use it to get back to the main building, because there's not going to be much else you can connect it to. However, if the gazebo is facing this way, where the front is right here, a lot of times you'll have a pallet just like this one that you can use to connect to the gazebo. Unfortunately, you might run into this pallet when you're being chased and it's your last option. I ran the wrong way. Greed the pallet, greed the pallet. I guess not. I should have greed. I guess not. I should have done that exactly as it went. No! God damn it. But if you didn't think about that, you could run this window back and forth with the gazebo right here. Right? If it was on the other side, then come back around, and then you're running back and forth with the pallet to the window. So be mindful of that. That is very likely if the window of the gazebo is facing this direction. I'll be honest. The biggest things I use these tiles for, because they're pretty loopable, is just get one free mine game off of it and then make your way back to the main. Because this main is the strongest main in the entire game, in my opinion, so might as well get use out of it. And I didn't set up. And then we got raided by Whispers. Amazing fucking guy. He's a Huntress main, but plays Survivor as well. He plays both sides. Met him probably like a year ago at this point, I think, actually. I think I just juked myself right into that tree. Do I make the window? I do now. I don't know if I make the window. Juke it? No! That's how I use the gazebo or the greenhouse. Just use it as a connector tile. No! Can I make it all the way there? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. It's OP. I don't know where I get this time, though. To get back to the main. So that leaves us with one last stop. The main building of Garden of Joy. Every killer's favorite words to hear out loud. This is a pain if you know how to run this. No matter what layout you can get. You can get the worst layout possible for this, and it's still a pain for the killer if you know how to run this properly. So let's go over every little piece to this main building that is there or is not there this time. So first off, this window is an optional window. Not going to get much use out of it unless the killer is pushing you this way. From the outside, say you're getting pushed from the gazebo side on the outside and you jump the gazebo and you're running towards main once again using it as a connector. You can run out that and use it to get in and back to the main loop that you really want to loop. The main loop is over there, that window. That's an optional window, but it always will be that window there. Will always be there. One of the strongest windows in the entire game. And it's either always going to be that window or that window. But we'll get to that. So this window right here is optional. I don't see it here too often. I think it's probably less than 50% of the time I see it here. But it can come in handy, and it can connect an entire chase back and forth between the strong setup over there just because this window existed in the first place. It's not like it's not the strongest, because it's not strong by itself, but the fact that it can connect a terribly strong loop and start it back over is incredibly terrifying for killers. There is a pallet that can spawn here. It's a very hard pallet to get proper use out of because a lot of times if the window's not there and you throw the pallet, then there's nowhere for you to go. I have had a situation like that, actually, where I could have thrown the pallet on a Legion, but I would have just been stuck here, and then what's the point? I'm stuck. There's nowhere for me to go, because if I run out here, he's just going to meet me here. If I sit right here, I'm playing the 50-50 game, trying to go back and forth between him on that wall. So there's not really a point of this pallet unless you're getting the killer, and you can stun him from this direction. And the thing is, too, is you don't want to be looking directly behind yourself on this tile. This tile is similar to the middle tile. It just has one pallet. I'm just saying it's similar in the way you run it to that middle tile on Midwich with the two pallets in the corner. How you don't want to look for the killer. You want to look constantly having the middle of the screen because you can always see both sides no matter where you are in this loop. You can always see both sides to the loop as long as you keep your screen. So you want to be rotating your camera the right way. That's the only way you're going to get use out of it, or else he's going to mind game. And you can see the mind game coming. You have very small time to react. This is a very hard pallet to get any use out of, but it is possible if you play it that way. Swing. Got him. I think I've gotten use out of this pallet one total time playing it properly. All right, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the building, let's go and see what we got upstairs. Here is a very strong window, but it's not good to loop. It's just strong to sit on this gen and then run and jump this for when the killer's coming. Better get a big head start, though, because there's not many places you can get to with as harsh of a stagger as you do get. If you jump this, the killer has all day to jump that, and you pretty much get nowhere. I'm down, though. You're not getting back to this setup. The only way you're getting there is if you have the gazebo facing the right direction and you had the proper head start. So really, the only thing for me to make use out of that window is if this window's here. That's the only way for me to get real looping use out of this window. But I wouldn't count on that. And I really wouldn't try it, specifically because the other windows exist in the same building. But if you must and the situation arises, that is pretty viable. But most of the time, you're just going to jump out the window because the killer came here. You would not be wanting to run up the stairs. That goes for pretty much any main building. I know I talked about it on Haddonfield, but you pretty much just don't want to loop upstairs because you're not going to be able to get back upstairs and use that same window. And you're going to give the killer a bunch of time to catch up to you because of stagger. Same goes with that window over there. But that window, I think, is a bit more useful than this window is. Because this window, same with the Haddonfield ones, they can just jump over there or they can go out here, right? And then you're screwed, right? Because of all the stagger that you get jumping this window. Yes, you're in the good spot, and you're right in front of the good spot, but you're going to take a hit. You might as well have just been down here looping the other windows anyway. Same with this window up here. You're only going to be really going this way if there is a situation that arises where multiple survivors are up here, and here comes the killer, and you know it's going to lead to a traffic jam in that window, so you run away, and then the killer goes after you, so you're like, oh no, I have to jump this window. It's literally the only situation I can think of that I'd be willingly jumping one of those two windows. Yes, they're over the kitchen, and it can get you back to kitchen, but not if it's going to get hit. You might as well just be looping the kitchen in the first place. Last thing before we get to it is this pallet. This pallet isn't really a pallet you're going to be looping and greeting. You can greet it if you want. You're just going to take a hit because you're not going to get anywhere. It's a fun pallet to greet for fun, but you're not going to get anywhere on either side of it to a safety to not take a hit. You're going to take a hit if you greet this pallet. Now, the one thing is, just like the gazebo, people don't realize how far you actually are from the killer. If the killer is standing on the porch right there staring at me and they go that way, they're pretty far from me. I don't have to throw this pallet down. I don't even have to go back to the windows yet. Killer is still going to take a little bit for him to catch up to me. Say he's like still going this way and still chasing me. And that's when you'd switch to this. She got found. Oh shit, I thought she was still chasing her. No! Damn. Right? You don't have to just throw the pallet down or anything, or just come right to this and then camp this window. You can make the killer, you can get some use out of making the killer go anywhere, really. Just go the opposite direction and make sure you're making sure he knows how to path as efficiently as possible. So you can loop this pallet, but that pallet is really just an oh shit pallet, to be honest. I messed up and I need to throw this pallet. But in reality, you probably won't have to throw that pallet too many times because of this setup right here. This, I think, is the biggest nightmare in the entire game for killers to deal with. It's not as strong a loop as the storehouse, per se, or maybe even Haddonfield, because those loops are bigger, but this is a bigger nightmare because it feels endless. There's ways you can do it where you don't even block the window because you're walking up to it and vaulting, but I try to keep that out of it because those strategies like that are easier to achieve with perks, specifically that perk that makes you walk faster, so I try to leave strategies like that out because you're risking it a lot more if you can't walk as fast. But even without without doing that, it doesn't matter. You can get from one side back to the other side, and a lot of times the killer won't see where you went, and the chase will break off anyway, and then by the time they know where you are, you're back to the beginning. So the way you loop this setup, this window right here will always be here. It's one of the strongest windows in the game. You jump it this way. Ideally, you'd want to be running it this way. The first thing you're going to do... Actually, no. And then you run it this way. Sorry. I'm going to start this over. So to run this one, you can literally loop this window by itself. You can just run this way, jump it. You can get pushed this way. Killer's running behind. Still running behind. You stay right here for a second just to see if the killer is coming. The second you see the red stain, you come here, looking behind you. Wait until you see the killer. If you don't see the killer, don't jump it. And then you just keep going this way. If the killer pushes you this way, it is possible as well to jump. It's just a little bit less safe, and you have to be a little bit more patient. You have to be sitting right here at the window. And this is another good window to greed because killers will run back and forth. But you got to wait. So just about right here. When the killer gets here, they can hit you with a swing. If you get the slow vault, that's a medium vault. I call it a slow vault. But right about in line with that cabinet. That being said, a lot of times the killer will try to push you out with this. You can commit. Make sure you wait until the killer is fully in the room before you jump the window. Or else he might be able to get you and you'll have to throw the pallet again. Hey, damn it. I love this trickster. Yes! Does he have bamboozle at least? No bamboozle. No! Which other window do I have? Yes! I do. He's gonna get me here. As I thought he was. He could have got me with the knives, I thought. He gonna get me with the M1. Why did he not hit me with the M1? Or I have to get in shape for that too. I was making a harder one. He whiffed, lol. Y'all know where I'm headed. You think he has bamboozle? It is not. Oh shit! I fucked up. Doesn't matter. I might be able to make it again anyway. Yes! Alright, so I actually don't know what other window we have here. I think it's this one over here, right? No, we don't have that window. In the freaking, oh dang. That was weird. I don't know which windows we got, so this will be interesting. Nice, we have the other good window.
Ugh.
Do you have traps set up already? Or do you just not know how this window works? Oh no, youngin'. There you go. No, he got stuck, and I got stuck as the hook. I can't believe he's chasing me here. Does he get a hit? No, I didn't think so. Nah, it wasn't a mistake the first time. Here he goes. But that's just if you're looping this window by itself. Here's how you really loop this window. You run up here, cutting up the ramp. You don't have to go all the way around this ramp to run up this. You can cut up the ramp like it's stairs. If it's 2 to 3 stairs, you can walk up early in regular DVD. So same rule with the ramp. Stop here for a second to see if they're coming. If they are coming, you're running this way and it's your first loop. Once you get to about here, make sure you look here because this is going to decide what you do next. If you look here while you're looping and you see that the window is not there, the window is not there right now. So now I know I have the safer window, so I could probably get 2 more loops out of this before I go. Because the killer is going to have to be closer to me since the other window is a bit safer. So say this, I jumped it once, right? I have the safer one, so I can jump this again, looking back to see if he comes. Say he's still chasing me again, I jump it again. Killer pushes outside again, right? We run up, come around, make sure he's still chasing us. And then we're going to change directions right here. We're going to look right where the killer's going, and you can jump this window, right? You're going to wait to jump the window to see where the killer does. That's what makes it so annoying. Is because a lot of times we'll be walking here and the killer, out of habit, will push back that way because they're trying to path as efficiently as possible to try to gain on you, to hit you. So they'll lose it there and they'll lose the chase. And then the second they turn around to see where you are and where you went, that's when you jump it because you want to know which way they're going. Just to know if they're going to push you from that way or if they're going to walk around and push you from that way. Most of the time they'll push you from that way, right? So if they push you from that way, you can just run this way and connect it back to this window. And they might have lost you again because they went back to that window. Then we're back to the start, right? Then it's literally the killer trying to guess which way to path more efficiently. Am I going to jump to this window? Am I going to jump that window again? Or am I going to go to the strong window? And the killer can't really see till they're around here unless they're listening. And then you can jump this window, which you can push either direction. This window is a bit more mind gameable for killers on this side. Be very careful. But once again, you want to be until the killer basically is here to even do that. Because killer's going to make it around that. But if you do it efficiently enough, you might be able to make it back here and connect it together. Now, the thing that makes this window scarier than when you have this window is the fact that you can run this pretty much by itself when you're running this way. It is very safe. There's no possible way for the killer to mind game this one. Which is funny because if you're being pushed this way from any certain direction, and then the killer pushes around here, and you push this window first, then you can switch it back to one of the strongest windows in the entire game. Seamlessly. And that, I think, is the strongest setup in the entire game. Alright, I need to see what other window I got in this house. I do have this window, nice. Can you get a hit on me here? I guess not. Damn, I was hoping to double back. It was too late though. Fuck, I just ran right into that. Haha. No, stutter step. No, his stutter stepped. He might get me because of that. Can hear him breathing. What's up, Sadic Doll? Oh shit. Oh my fucking god. I'll make it again, do I? He's gonna bloodlust the shit out of me. Please open the fucking door. Oh my god, nobody here. Oh yeah. Is Dole back here? No, he didn't. Can you get the stock and the hit here? Haha. Is he dull back here? No, he didn't. I make it or does Bloodlust get him or get me? I think he gets me here. No, dude, are you fucking kidding? Oh. Wow, dude. That fucking Yoshi literally tried to get me killed. That was unlucky. We got the good window. She's gonna get hit with the 110. Doesn't matter, I got the other window. Good shit. This is why this crap is funny as hell. This is gonna be another funny guide to make. Use the sprint burst. I wouldn't have made the wall otherwise. Do I have the other window? I do. Let's fucking go. Yes, I do. I like the saloon. For Survivor, at least. Unhooked and they take no damage. That happened in that one, dude. I was fucking cracking up. Like, my god, I forgot about this fucking game. No! Yes! I love this setup. This is the setup. Dang, that was good. I was hoping I could make it beforehand. Where was that zombie at, though? This zombie's gonna block this door. Oh, the zombie was right there! Let's fucking go. I'm gonna go through this window again, actually. There it is! No! No! I should have jumped it. Let's see how the juicing's going. Does Demi bite here? Oh, he's biting. Yeah. We got the super good window this time too. Yay! Oh shit! Oh my god! Dang. He's got the zombie here. Good shit, Nemi. God damn it. No, he's good. Ah! Here we go. You have no pallet here, though, unfortunately. Didn't want to waste a window vault. Good shit. Yeah. He left me. Do I make this? If he hit me with the bottle, I don't think I would have made that. I forgot to look and see if it was bamboozle. Oh shit. Nice, we got the god window. We got the... Is that bamboozle? It's not. Yes. Hey, what's up, Tabby? No, we hit the pallet. Oh shit. Good stuff. I don't think I'll make it. No! The Pokemon. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. The courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Boo. That window do be blocked now. This window's about to be blocked too. Fucking A. He actually got me. He got me. I can't like do that well anymore, but this look will do pretty decent. He doesn't know about this window, I think. He doesn't have bamboozle either. Do I have the other window? I do. I have the god windows. Yes. He gonna learn today. Dang. I wanted him to double back. Good shit. No! See double back here? Yes! Yes! I don't know how that fucking worked, but it did, and I'm happy about it. And DVD? There's no pallet here. That's sad. Yeah, I think I'll make it to the good window, though. It did. I don't think I make it back, though. It should have been further than I was. Yes! Oh, God damn it. I can't believe that worked. That's not how you get tree teched. You're supposed to get tree teched. Did you already put this one back down? Damn it. I done fell for it. Ah! Juke it! No! So this is the weaker of the two setups when you're going to want to connect with this window specifically. However, it being the weaker of the two, it is still incredibly strong. Here's how you do it. You're running this way. Run up the ramp. Say you're being chased by the killer. It's your first time. You stop here to look behind and make sure the killer's chasing you. When you're running here, turn to make sure, right here, make sure you can see which window it is. If there's a glass window there, then the window is over there on the other side, which I consider the stronger setup. If it's right there, we're going to go to that window on the very next loop. We're only going to get one loop out of this window and switch to that one to get a bigger head start to capitalize on the distance we gain from the killer. Because we don't gain that much distance from the killer unless we're farther ahead. It won't really help us. So that's when you switch to this one. And the killer most times will go around. If he doesn't go around, he'll push you back this way. If he pushes you around that way, then you're back to this window. This window, if you're being pushed from this way, is something you don't want to jump unless the killer is fully in the room, about in line with this, the tip of this cabinet. A lot of times killers will come in and try to get you with the red stain. Don't jump it. Don't jump unless you see them in the room, because you can still make it, even with a medium vault, if they lunge from just about here. I like to think of lining it up with their foot with the tip of this cabinet. Once you see that, jump the window. But with this weaker window setup, what you're going to want to do is run around once. Make sure the killer's chasing you by looking. Get your first loop. Killer's pushing. Say they're still pushing us this way. Come up here. We were looking to make sure we had the right window, so we know we have the right window. That's when we're going to confidently jump this one and come this way. And then, depending on which way the killer goes, if the killer's not close enough to you, you can jump this. And if the killer double backs there, you're still coming this way for this window right here. The one way you don't want to be getting pushed is this direction. You do not want to be trying to jump this window getting pushed from this direction. If you're getting pushed this direction, jump this window again in the same manner that I was just talking about with the killer coming inside the room. Because if you're coming this direction, you jump this window, the killer's just going to walk right around here and slap you. So you have to be running this window in conjunction with that window. Except for the rare times where you're being pushed this way. and you're not going to make that window. But you cannot get the running vault on this window. Beware. It's too close to the wall. If you're running this window and the killer tries some funny mind games, like going backwards and then not going, make sure you stand right here. This is a really strange spot not a lot of people think about. If you're standing right here, you can see through the window. You can see the doorway that they would have to cross to come across. And you can also see the side on the left if he pushed you that way. So if he came through the doorway that I can see through the window, then I can get the head jump coming here and then see through this way. Because if you're camping here and you just jump the window, there is going to be that brief moment that you can't see where you're looking back here and you're getting to this window. But it's so brief that you'd have to be extremely unlucky to get to here and have them go. The one place that this does not guard is if for some reason they pushed around this way. I've never seen this happen. Pushed around this way, then went through here just to push here. But they would have to know exactly where you were standing and exactly what you were doing for them to push that direction. Ah! Oh, she missed. Gonna make it? I don't think I will. Yeah, I do know. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but... But he's got the lusty blood. I don't give a shit about throwing this because... we got the strong-ass windows. Oh, fuck, I went to the wrong window. He's gonna hit me at the last fucking second. No, he didn't. That's not even the way you should run that. I just forgot to look that whole time on which window I had. Yay! I remember telling somebody that Bloodlust 3 was necessary, and this is exactly one of the setups I was pointing to. I didn't get the head start I needed here. I did, and I fucked it up. He vaulted! Yes. Yeah, but if I can get her off, that's fine. I do not remember where the exit was. Did you go around this way? No, you went around that way. Where the fuck did he go? How did he lose me so hard? No! Do I juke the window? Oh my god, he double backed. We got the jukes though! What other window do we have? Boo! Oh my god. They did not have a good another window. No, didn't make the pallet. What's to come? No, we got the shit window. That's how it should be pretty much every time though. I shall be completely honest. Oh, here's the bamboozler. He doesn't know I have this window. He vaulted that window. Oh my god. Now that's funny. He vaulted it again. I'm not gonna make it though.
Four.
Haha, got him. Damn, he got me though. He got the last laugh, not me.
Darn, he got you. Ah, the color phobia Wesky. He's very pesky, I see. We're gonna be here for a while, but I'm just saying.
Yes! He doesn't make this, does he? No, he doesn't. Let's go.
Hell yeah, Dwight, heal me through color phobia. Yes. My favorite pastime.
I got two.
Wesker. God. You have no fun. I'm gonna give you this. Give me me. You can have your penis.
I dropped the pallet immediately.
Exactly. That's what I like to see.
I wanted to use the party spray, but it's not letting me.
Darn. I'm gonna go for Beamer
And now I'm
save and
hindered.
fail miserably. Don't mind me.
Damn, he's onto me. Admittedly, I don't really know what to do against Knight. Alright, I have the not as good window, but that's kind of fine. I'll jump the window one more time, and then the next time. No, I'll jump out this time, because he's too close. I didn't get any type of head start. And he knew exactly where I went. That's Big Sag. Dang. Now that we got all of the individual tiles out of the way, we have to go over why this is such a strong survivor-sided map, in my opinion. The fact that you can run this side of the street by itself for multiple generators and get out in solo queue without even touching the strong half of the map is insane. So, in conclusion, we got a killer shack over there. We'll have a pallet usually right there. It can also be a pallet right here. We didn't get one that time sometimes, and sometimes you won't get one over there, but will always be a pallet on one side or the other. You have a gym here, optional pallet over here, like I was saying. But more often than not, it's not here. More often than not, the pallet is on the other side of the gym, and there's nothing connecting these two because it would be OP, and it is. Then you're going to have a tile here, which leads you into the corner tile. This is actually the godliest setup you can have because once this tile, or once this pallet is gone, running this corner tile, if you're running it this way, right? Because this is the way you want to run it. And killer's chasing you. Once this one's down, you can even throw that. Because if you threw this one, it wouldn't matter. Killer breaks this one. Now you can loop it the exact same direction, but using this instead. Right? Killer chase you around this way. And you're running here. You can either fake it or vault it. And then if you get pushed back around this way, around the car, then you're running back to here. All of the pallets in the middle of the street are greedable. You want to greed them. Sometimes you can extend an epic chase just by one pallet greed. Then we get over here. The left side, we have a gym leading into the gazebo or the greenhouse. The gym will be random on what tile you get. Gazebo, or the two versions of the greenhouse. One has the window exact same place as the gazebo. The other one has a pallet on the left side. Front yard has an optional pallet here, but is here a lot of the time. Same with this pallet over here. Optional pallet, but it's here a lot of the time. Wow. That one thing didn't spawn there. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that was optional. It's completely pointless, so there's no point in even pointing it out. But I was looking for it. Over here, we have a bunch of the rocks that are great to breed and have very wonky hitboxes against a lot of killers, like projectile killers and Bubba. Over here, we have another gym. You want to use this as a last resort once this window has blocked and that pallet is down. That's when you want to be using that gym. I do not think it is a good idea to connect that gym to the main. That pallet will save you a lot once the main is down. Optional window right here. There's an optional pallet right here that you want to run keeping in the middle of your screen instead of looking directly backwards. Strongest setup in the game if you get this window right here paired with that window right there. This window right here is always there. This window is optional. If this window right here is not here, it is this window that you get instead. Don't run upstairs trying to loop. You'll only be jumping those windows upstairs if you're up here doing the pallet. That's the only reason to be up here. But these windows cause way too much stagger to try to jump, so only be jumping those if you're even pushed that way. Because the only way you're going to get away from it is in this exact scenario if you got a big enough head start to jump from that window into the gazebo. And that's it. That's how you loop pretty much every killer on this map. Nurse is kind of hard, and blights and things like that, but this is definitely one of those maps where I have a highlight of almost every single killer in the entire game getting looped on this map because it's that strong. I do suspect a rework coming at some point, but it's a new map. So if we get a rework, it'll probably take 2 years. RPD is the only rework we got in any type of short amount of time relative to when it came out. So I suspect it'll be a while before we get a rework. So until we get a rework on this map, go forth and juice, my fellow survivors. Thank you so much, Keshi. Holy fuck. Oh my god, it's too close. Well, that's not what I expected to do. The locker is like way too close to the... Well... Boo. I'm trying to do some weird mind games. I'm trying to try something weird because I just don't want to have any good clips on this map right now. I don't want to highlight anything ever again unless it's like a super long legendary ass chase. Which, fine, yes, so we'll go clip that. Oh, he left. I love Doctor. I like playing as him a lot, I'm not gonna lie. There's not many killers I don't like playing as. It's really just the projectile killers. I don't know how to play Blight. Or Billy, but I have more fun playing Billy than Blight. Blight's just like, fuck, I gotta put all this work in to learn how to play Blight. I got the jump so early. I know, skill! I'm juicing! That's what I've been saying about this map. It's going to get reworked, so they gotta rework it. She got found. Oh shit, I thought she was still chasing her. No! Damn. Oh god. I have this window too, that's hilarious. You double back? Oh, he's right there. What the fuck am I doing? This madness has gotten to me. Shouldn't have thrown it. Oh god. Went up to fucking Tom Brady and shook his hand. That was epic. Is he gonna bloodlust me? How do you do that again? Is he gonna bloodlust me? Can I get around to the next one? I get hit here? No, I won't! It is blocked though. This is also Bubba's worst map, everybody, just so you know. These bushes are like impossible not to crash into with the saw. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get put in the basement. This basement's not over here. For extra cardio. I don't think I make it. I think I'm gonna have to throw this. No, I definitely have to throw this. Do I make the window? I think so. Woo! Oh, which window do I have, though? We shall see. I have the good window. This map sucks. Oh, damn. I think he gets me here. Oh, you missed. That's so sad. No, he gave up. Double back there. I want you to M1 me. Oh, this works too. Nice. How do I work my way back to main? He's gonna run out that way. If he has me zoned out, I'm running towards him to get to main. Ooh. Is this a long pallet? I think so. Maybe should have dropped that. Can I make it? No, I can't. No, basement time for me. And open the other door for this mains. I never threw that pallet down. Let's go. Dang. Oh shit, I'm not in your way. I'm glad you did that. Jump it, jump it, jump it. I don't think we can loop with friends here though, because he has bamboozle. Do I have this window over here at least? I do. I do. Ooh, ooh. Yes! He does have bamboozle though. I think this is where I end though, right? No, he's gonna have no head. Gonna make this window. I don't think I can though. No! God damn it. You guys see why I think this map sucks for killer? It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Fuck, I don't think I make it to this one. No, yes! Yes! I was trying to work my way out. Ah! Okay. I was so out of position for this. This is fucking terrible. No! I think I might be able to make it back to that pallet though. Ooh, do I make the window? No, I won't. I have the shit window. It's not. It is bamboozle. No. No. Okay. I was like, is he stuck? No, he got me. Yes. Oh, boo. Did I make it? Yes. 'Cause this is too strong. This window is. That'd be a ridiculous setup, dude. This is like unfair. He tried to go out that window. Yeah.
You opened it.
And he came. I think you and I are destined to do this forever. Oh God. What the fuck? She came out of nowhere. It's not only, but also. You got me. This is nowhere near where I wanted to loop neither. Do I got a window here? No, I don't. I was the pallet, and I'm spooked. No. Yes! Oh! By the generator, making noise and. Oh, I already threw the pallet here. Boo! This was my ace in the hole. I don't like camping pallets, but I'm trying to get back to her. Which I don't think I'll make it. Yes! Well, we made it at least. No! Oh my God. This fucking bushes placement. Fuck. Did I make it? Come here. No, there he is. He missed. No, that last one's gonna do me in. No! Boo! Did she get a hit here? Go for the puke. Yeah, the puke. Dang. God damn it. Okay, we got two of these fuckers over here. It's ridiculous. I do not know where I'm going. No! Becky, help me. Becky, take the hit. Yay, Becky. Is this pallet already done? Bounce off the wall. I don't want to get in any of that stuff. I can hold forward back to the house. Is he a bamboozle? He is not. Yay! Dang, I'm not gonna make the window. on! Oh shit. God damn it. I wanted to get the pallets done. No, I'm bad. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I love this tile, dude. This tile's hilarious. No, she got me. No, she didn't. Ah! Yeah. No! I don't think I make this window. Yes. Yes. She went around. No. Admittedly, I don't really know what to do against night. Alright, I have the not as good window, but that's kind of fine. I'll jump the window one more time, and then the next time. No, I'll jump out this time, because he's too close. I didn't get any type of head start. And he knew exactly where I went. That's Big Sag. Dang. I'll take the freaking aggro. Got him. Swing. Got him. Got him. This map sucks. I hate this map when I'm playing killer. Genuinely. This is the only map I dodge. I mean, my game crash when there's a map offering. I'm trying to decide which window to jump because I don't want it to block. I'll go jump the unfun window. Do I make this window now? I don't think I do. As like any type of jukes or anything. Here we go again. My, how could I have missed you? See, this time I'm on death hook. So he just also used the knight, which I wasn't expecting, I won't lie. I'll probably block here, right? I'm gonna throw this pallet because I'm on death hook. Why doesn't he use his... There he goes. I was like, why doesn't he use his power? No, it did get me. That fucker. No. Well, he's way farther than the thing is, though. No. No, just barely.
And like you finally got him, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, but now they probably have dead hard. Oh damn, they're really gonna get me here though. All right, we got him that time, but they're gonna get me this time. Yay! Is this shadow? It's not shadow stuff. I should have stayed in there. Yes! We fucking wheelbarrow tech. Just because everything's a tech in this game. Yes! We got the Barry Sanders jukes. Not like because they're that good. Yeah, people have never played video games before and they want to play DBD because they get to go get chased by Michael Myers, you know what I mean? And that's like their favorite horror movie. Oh my god. Modern Warfare 2 had the most racist of any game I've ever played. I think the most elitist community I've ever been a part of is Halo's. Although I feel like every game is gonna have racists. It sucks, but you hope to think that most of them are just like teenagers that haven't learned how damaging that is yet, but are old enough to know those words and what to say. 'Cause that's the thing. I would say like middle school is I felt like, at least from my experience, was the most harmful because it was like... Alright, come after me, Wesker. Oh shit, the pallet's already gone. Alright, well that worked. I don't think I make that pallet though. It didn't matter. Woo!
Hit the skill check and everything. Damn. I thought I would get away with that. Good shit, mate. Bye-bye.